Right. First and foremost, I want to give up to this day how Bashim Shai, Basham Kakadash. I want to give double honors unto the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that rule well. And peace and salutations to you, Akim Audio, that's spreading this word in truth and sincerity. This is Matt and I from the channel that camp. West, I want to do a little quick hit here, a little video for the edification of the saints' sake and for the glory of how Bashim Shai to continue to push this word. Do a little video here on basically on why the Most High, explaining why the Most High have us in this position that we're in here, in this captivity, going through all these afflictions and suffering all these things. You know, so I wanna get into the precepts one time. Jeremiah 30 verse 14. It says Jeremiah 30 verse 14. I saw that 14. It says, all thy lovers have forgotten thee, they seek thee not. For I have wounded thee with the wound of an enemy. So the Most High treat we like we are his enemies. The Most High turn his back on us. It says, with the chastisement of a cruel one, for the multitude of thine iniquity, because thy sins will increase. So that why the Most High treat we like that, that why the Most High wound we like that. That why the Most High have we in this state that we in, this lowest state. That was basically to humble us. You know, because we started to get puffed up with pride. The nation as a whole started to get puffed up with pride and started to say, hey, we don't need the Most High, started, do their own thing. Worship other gods, follow other doctrines, follow other philosophies, breaking the laws and the commandments. And basically that happened because really actually Israel didn't have no faith. They were just practicing it, having the laws as a practice, as a tradition, doing it because that is what we had to do. But they really didn't believe in the Most High or Shai. And that is these two-thirds here. All back again, all back again now in this time here, these two-thirds doing the same thing. Even them that say that they follow Jesus. They would say that they follow Jesus, even though we the men of the Lord know that Jesus is the idol the same way, but they say they follow Jesus and they follow in the Bible, they believe in the Bible, but yet still they do things contrary to what the Bible instructs. And that is what the spirit of Jesus upon them, that is what the spirit of Allah upon them. To do anything contrary to the Most High or Shai, that's why they can't get this word. Because they don't believe in the Most High or Shai. They would take heed to any other false doctrine. But to cleave unto the Most High, nah, that's a burden for them. Because really actually to serve the Most High or Shai is a sacrifice. It's like a sacrifice in itself. You're giving up your body, then you're giving up your life. And that's what these two-thirds can do. And that's what the kid not do back then. Because two-thirds love pleasure. They love the self more than the Most High. They love the self more than the brethren. So that's why they could not keep the commandments good. That's why they could not fit in the Most High. It says, why Christ thou for thine affliction? Yeah, and that will basically going on happening right now. These two-thirds, also us. But mainly these two-thirds. It says, why Christ thou for thine affliction? Because they're crying now, they're saying, hey, we're being oppressed, being basically persecuted, afflicted, but they're still calling upon Caesar Borgia. They're still calling upon Serapis. They're still calling upon Allah. They're still calling upon Jehovah. And they ain't realizing that these gods, these idols, as I just say, cannot save them, have no power to save. So basically, the asking, it's best to ask themselves for help than to call unto these idols. No scripture. You say, why Christ thou for an affliction? He said, thy sorrow is incurable for the multitude of iniquity. You say, hey, the amount of shit Jake do. and the asking the Most High for forgiveness, and the continuously committing the abominable acts, and that keep on asking the Most High, Lord, help me. Just like anytime in Book of Judges, every time the Most High set up a judge, Israel in order. When the judge die, Israel out of fucking order. They had to go in captivity. They cry, they call on the name of the Most High get them back a judge, deliver them. And that was repeatedly. Same thing going on over and over and over in the next generation, in next generation, in next generation, in next generation. And that is just how tutors are, stiff necked. It says, thy sorrow is incurable for the multitude of thy iniquity. Because thy sins were increased, I have done these things unto thee. Yeah, that way the Most High have in this place. That way the Most High say He have us in this place because we sins were increased against Him. We started, Israel started to just sin and don't even care, don't even have no remorse, don't even have no kind of feeling of repentance in their heart. They just say, boy, fuck that, and they're sinning, just doing what they like. They got that Esau spirit in them. They don't care about the Most High. I'm gonna get to this precept here. Explaining further why he sold us, or why he have us in this position that we in. It's Baruch 4 verse 6. It says, "He was sold to the nations," and that is just another example, another point, another note to take to that, or precept that we could use to show that we're in captivity, because Jakes didn't believe that they are Africans and they're free from slavery, but they ain't free from being a slave, because you still can operate on your own. You still can have your own thing. You still can have your own house without paying tax to the government, or paying tax to Esau, or wherever country you're living in, without paying tax to that government, which ultimately leads back to Esau, the ruling families, which is Esau. It says, "He was sold to the nations, not for destruction." And Jake's so dumb. Jake's calling themselves Africans when it's the same Africans, same set Africans that sold them into slavery, into the hand of the Grecians. But we all know that Africans, or I should say so-called Africans, ain't going to sell themselves into slavery. Or Hamite ain't going to sell themselves into slavery. They sold us Jakes. But hey, these blind niggas out here can't understand that, because they so deeply in love with Jesus. They so deeply a man of the Most High, a man of, what should I say, a man of Jesus, I should say, because Jesus all had a loving and forgiving spirit. Even Jesus is that loving and forgiving spirit. We believe that everybody could be saved. We believe a man could rape a daughter, and rape a mother, and you go forgive him, because you know why? Because the Serapis say to do that. But hey, be the Most High, I'll shy. It have vengeance for that. It have recompense for that. Especially to you Edomites. It have a penalty for these things. Continue with the precept. Baruch 4 verse 6, it says, "You were sold to the nations, not for destruction." So the Most High didn't sell us to destroy us, but because you moved the Most High to wrath, you were delivered unto the enemies. And how you move the Most High to wrath? Killing His prophets, in giving righteous judgment, taking bribes, perverting the law, afflicting the poor and the fatherless, stealing from the poor. All these things move the Most High to wrath. Also serving other idols, having the Most High deliver you out of affliction, slavery on multiple occasions. Not just Egypt, but Egypt is a major one, because you people see a lot of plagues, a lot of miracles, and you won't touch. And then you see the Most High made the sea part, made the sea part, and you people went through it, and then you people still went and bowed down to a calf. That is something to utterly destroy a nation for. But the Most High still had mercy on the people, and you people just keep continuing with that trend. But he say, verse 7, for you provoked him that made you by sacrificing unto devils and not to the Most High. Right? By going on and praying unto these idols, unto them calves, unto Baal, unto Ashtoreth, unto all these other gods are these other nations. The gods are Moab, the gods are Edom, the gods are Ham, the gods are Canaan, the gods are Elam. All these gods you bound down yourself unto. Now you're provoking the Most High, because the Most High says a jealous power. Worship me. Say there is none beside me. Worship me alone. Says, and not to the Most High, ye have forgotten the everlasting power that brought you up, and ye have grieved Jerusalem that nursed you. Yeah, you're forgetting the Most High say you forgotten days without number. So you people even have regard. People even your mind even studying the Most High. Your mind is studying to do shit, to be a nigga, about your mind is on woman, your mind is on car, about this life, about the cares of this life. You don't have time with the Most High. You just paint up that Bible thing as a front. But really and truly you even wish at the that Most High. You wish you could just live your life and do what you want. I'm gonna go to chapter 3. Luke 3 verse 9, it says, hear Israel, the commandment of life, give ear to understand wisdom. And basically, it's simple. The commandments of life, what that simply means is do what the Most High say and you would live. He said just do what I say and you would live. But what's so hard to understand in that? It have nothing so difficult or so complex to understand or to break down in that what the Most High say, the commandments of life. They just do what I say and you will live. But if you do if you do against, or if you keep my commandments, you will die. And you Jakes rather to die. You Jakes rather choose death. Musa said this day have I brought before you life and death. Choose one. And you people choose fucking death. Because you just don't like to obey. You Jakes are reprobates. And that is why you Jakes England see the redemption, England be redeemed by the Most High, or England be saved, England see that salvation of the Most High or Basham or Shai when he come with the chariots. Why? Because he gonna destroy you also along with Esau, because you partner with Esau against the Most High. You join in confederate with Esau against the Most High, to fight against the Most High by going and joining his military, by going and joining the police force, fighting against the prophets of the Most High, against the men at Great Millstone that pushing this world, by scoffing, by scorning. You just doing you just doing what Esau want, because that what Esau want. Esau don't want this world to be pushed, and that is Satan also don't want this world to be pushed. But that is Satan's job. And that is Esau's job also. But your job is to fucking take heed at the words of the Most High. But the Most High, we invexing because the Most High chose us to preach His word, and it had to have scoffers because that is just prophecy. Had to have scoffers. We glad as y'all and not us that are the scoffers and the scorners. All praises to the Most High, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash. Says, how happeneth it, Israel, that thou art in thine enemy's land, that thou art waxen old in a strange country, that thou art defiled with the dead? Yeah. How happeneth it, Israel, that we in enemy's land? Basically, the whole earth is ours, but really and truly, the land of Israel is ours. The land of Israel was given to us as a possession, and the Most High gave these other nations lands for their possession. But we in their land right now, we're not even in our own land. That just show you the state that we're in. We don't even I'm talking as I'm talking about for the whole nation. Israel as a nation don't even know that there is Israel. Like how bad it get. Like how old they're waxing in a strange country that they forget where they come from, and they have no idea where the fuck they're going. They calling themselves Africans, they calling themselves African American, calling themselves West Indian, Mexican, Canadian, English or British, I should say, calling themselves Nigerian, all kind of other thing beside the truth, which is an Israelite of the stock of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And who did this great job? Esau. That's why we call him the devil, because he deceived the whole earth into believing, into calling themselves things other than their true names, into calling lands name other than other than the actual name, saying that that continent there is Africa. But the Most High didn't have no continent. It was the land of this nation, the land of that nation, the land of so forth and so on, the land of Israel, the land of Canaan, the land of Moab, the land of Edom. That is how it was. It didn't have no Africa, no Israel, and no Iraq, and no China, and no Japan. But Esau did this job, and who he affect the most? He affect Israel the most. Why? Because all these other nations continue with their way of life. The Hindus, they continue worshipping the host idols, the Chinese, the Japanese. All these other people continue with their heritage except Israel. Why? Because Israel love other nations' doctrines or other nations' philosophies. I'll get back into the scripture. I'm not share too much with the talking, It says that thou art waxen old in a straight country, that thou art defiled with the dead. And who are the dead? These other nations are the dead. Because these other nations don't have the commandments alive. These other nations don't have life in them. These other nations are conquered as beasts, as conquered as death. Why? Because if you don't have the commandments alive, where is? If you don't have the guidelines to how to live, and eventually you're gonna die. It says that thou art counting with them that go down into the grave. Thou hast forsaken the fountain of wisdom. Yeah, forsaken the fountain of wisdom, because the Most High is spring. The Most High is that one who does give that wisdom, who does give that understanding, and to depart from him, you're departing from wisdom, and you're taking heed to lies, to other doctrines, to homosexuality, to adultery, to idolatry, fornication. Like I say, this with that means worshipping of numerous gods. I forget what you call it. But basically, you Jakes depart from the Most High and cleave unto things that are not. that don't even exist, that cannot speak, that cannot talk. Just for if thou hast walked in the way of the Most High, thou shouldst have dwelt in peace forever. Yeah. Yeah, let's next precept quick here. Saying that they forgot him. These these um these without number. So um get straight to the point. Matter of fact, I'll read from 27. It says, no, let me get straight to the point. Jeremiah 2 verse 38 says, in vain have I smitten your children, they receive no correction. Yeah, you Jakes don't receive no correction until you feel the wrath of the Most High, and that is where you're going to feel soon. When this martial law coming, when the famine coming, then you're going to want to search for the Most High. Then it wouldn't have no party to go, it wouldn't have no church to attend to worship Caesar Borgia. It wouldn't have no mosque because all these things can be destroyed. It wouldn't have no police to run to for protection. For when your man proving it wouldn't have no basically, hey, all the people that are trusted in the government, all the people that are expected to look for help when the time of trouble come, hey, they wouldn't be found. Why? Because hey, the Most High gave them the power, and the Most High can take away the power from them. Where they ain't gonna have no power again, only they only have power to save themselves. And when you people realize that when people realize that these leaders that you all set up only care about themselves, then they go and study, then they go and remember the words of the prophets, then they go and realize that he was wrong all the time. When shit hit the fan, I should say, you people it's going to be too late for you people to turn back. The only few might be saved might be these women that cleave unto a man of Israel. But for you the 2/3, these men and these women out here, majority of them, hey, they're gonna die. That's just the reality of it. That's just prophecy. And that's just the word of the Most High. We can't do nothing about that. We just speaking unto you the words of the Most High. But because you hate the Most High, you will hate us. Because we speak in the words of the Most High. It says, O generation, it says, your own sword have devoured your prophets like a destroying lion. Yeah, you Jakes kill your own prophets. It says, O generation, see the word of Yahweh, have I been a wilderness unto Israel? So had the Most High been a wilderness unto us? No. It says, a land of darkness? No. Wherefore say my people, we are lords, will come no more unto thee. And that is one pride that build up in them. Because they realize they're having thing in abundance, thing flourishing, things going good with them. And that is what's going on now. They don't need the Most High, because the Most High deceive them. They ain't worshiping the Most High, but they're still receiving it. That is a deception. But they don't know that the Most High causes the sun to shine on the evil and the righteous, and the rain to pour on the unjust and the just. So they're receiving their benefit, but they're thinking that we don't need to serve the Most High, because look, we still doing what we want, and we still haven't. So really and truly, the Most High making no sense. So say, wherefore my people, we are lords, will come no more unto thee. So yeah, so they forsake the Most High, and because they didn't have wisdom, and because they didn't have understanding, they did those things. It says, can a maid forget her ornaments, or a bright her attire? Yet my people have forgotten me days without number. Yeah, the people people don't even know the name of the Most High anymore. That's why when we go and say Yahweh Hashem or Shadow, watch us as madmen. It says, verse 33, why tremest thou thy way to seek love? Therefore hast thou also taught the wicked ones thy ways? Yeah, basically They trim the ways. They stop following the Most High to seek love from these other nations. But these other nations depart from them. Get to this quick. Let's reset here quick. And they how how they depart from the Most High is by telling the prophets also to prophesy to us. We don't want to hear the Most High. We don't want to hear what the Most High to say. But they wouldn't come out and say like that. They would say, hey, you're talking shit. But they know, they truly know that these are the words of the Most High. But they would say we talking shit, we talking madness. Because they drunk off of that Babylon juice that, Jesus Christ coming back to save the whole world. Well, we will wait on that. Well, y'all will wait on that. This is Amos 2 verse 11. It says, and I raised up of your sons for prophets. So they are scripture showing that they had no prophets that came out of any other nation beside Israel. Because the Most High say he raised up of our sons for prophets, which he are speaking to Israel. It says, and of your young men for Nazarite. Is it not even thus, O ye children of Israel, said the Lord? But he gave the Nazarite wine to drink, and commanded the prophet, saying, prophesy not. And that would basically what they're doing right now. They're telling us, hey, we don't want to hear you because you're talking shit. We all saying don't have any things. We all saying don't have any things that could benefit us. Because you all saying the world going and you all saying should stop party, you all saying a man can't lead on with our next man wife. So we don't want to hear you because we like that. That was Jake's love that. It's how Jake would say, well boy, the Most High vexed with me. Well yeah. You will when the Most High come to visit you, you will be vexed with your own self. You will be vexed with your own self. The Most High wouldn't be vexed with you again. You will be vexed with your own self. When you receive that judgment, when you receive that harsh, brutal, gruesome death. Finish off quick with this precept here. The last precept here, and that's how it goes off. Back in the Baruch 2 verse 28, it says, as thou speakest by thy servant Moses in the day when thou didst command him to write the law before the children of Israel, saying, if you will not hear me, surely this very great multitude shall be turned into a small number among the nation, where I will scatter them. For I knew, what the Most High say, for I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people. But in the land of their captivity they shall remember themselves. And who remember themselves? Hey, even somebody 2/3 remember themselves. These other Israelite camps, which are basically 2/3 because they're not pushing the word of the Most High. Because hey, you could know he's an Israelite and still be a 2/3. Because back then them 2/3 know that they were Israelite. Them 2/3 knew the name of the Most High. Them 2/3 used to keep the law. But what? They just wasn't part of the elect. So not because in this time in here, you know that he's an Israelite, you know the name Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, they want to preach. Hey, that don't mean he's part of the elect. Because it was the same back then. Them 2/3 know that they were Israelites the same way. But still used to stone the prophets. It says, for I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people. And it's the same in this time, and the Most High know that 2/3 are all ain't going here. But he just waiting till all the elect be sealed. Till all the elect receive this word. then to bring judgment until all these prophecies be fulfilled. The microchip, which is the marker, be made mandatory. The martial law be implemented. The famine come. The famine of the word and also the famine of bread. And at a and World War III says, but in the land of their captivities shall they remember themselves. They shall remember themselves, and shall know that I am the Lord their power. For I will give them an heart and ears to hear, and they shall praise me in the land of their captivity and think upon my name. And that and that verse 32 already speaking about the true elect. It says, and return from their stiff neck and from their wicked deeds, for they shall remember the way of their fathers, which sinned before the Lord. So with that, I want to lock off there. I want to give all praises to how Basham Yoshai, Basham Krakadash, the one unto the elders and apostles of great notes, so that taught us this word. And peace to you, brothers out there that continue to spread this word in sincerity. And with that, I hope this video was edifying, building up the faith, strengthening a brother in the word. And until next time, I want to say shalom.